Hi everybody, it's Diana with stampingwithdie.com. Welcome to my YouTube channel and this week's Teach Me Tuesdays episode 181. Yes, I just had to make sure. Oh, and I'm so glad that you're joining me today. I have a fun little project. We're going to be playing with some DSP. We have some amazing designer series papers right now that you can just have so much fun with that you don't even hardly have to stamp. So that's what we're going to do today. And I also need to remind you about specials that are going on and all that good stuff. So if you've never been to my channel before, welcome. If you have been, welcome back. My name is Diana and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm in the Santan Valley, Arizona. So if you're ever in my neck of the woods, make sure you give me a holler. You probably don't want to be here during the summer. We're having a horrible one. I know I keep saying that, but it just seems like it is. But I think it's horrible everywhere. So I have the air conditioner running. You will hear it, unfortunately, in the background. So I do apologize for that. But I think after a while, you just kind of don't hear it. But so let me get started. Close your eyes just for a second while I get adjusted. All right. Let me get adjusted here. All right. So I have a few things to remind you of because we are about the middle of the month or so. My host code for the month, so if you are placing an order that's $150 before tax and shipping or less, please use my code, and that lets me do the goodies and the guts each month. So there is a video that you can see this more details, but the goodies for the month of July, if you order 75 before tax and shipping, are the new 2023-2025 in color dots. And they're super cool. They look kind of like cat eye like, but anyway, so that is the goodies. Or you can pick guts. Guts are supplies to make projects. So I have these 3 projects, so you'll get the supplies to make these. Nothing is stamped on your supplies though, so if you don't have the fishing set and you want to make the little scallop box identical, you'll need to get that. Same with the little bird and the share a milkshake. But you can see the video on my channel, and I will link to that. And so that is, you can pick goodies or guts. A lot of people want to get both, so then you simply want to order 150 before tax and shipping in the month, and then you'll be able to choose both. Now that can be if 1 or 2 or 3 orders, just as long as the total of those orders together in month of July come to 150 before tax and shipping, then you can pick them. Okay, so I already mentioned the code. Also, tomorrow, July the 19th, for 24 hours only, you can get 15% off the stamps from the annual catalog. Now, that doesn't include the host stamps, because you have to earn those. And it doesn't include online exclusive. So it just has to be in the main catalog. So stamp sets from here. That doesn't include bundles or suites. It's just the stamp set. So if there's a stamp set or 1 or 2 or 5 or 10 that you've been on your list, and it's part of a bundle, just price it, right? Price it what it would cost as a bundle, but then price it if you split it up. And it's probably cheaper during the 24-hour sale to get them individually. But just do your math, because I'm like you. I like to save my money, when I can. So, but anyway, so 15% off. So start your wish list, start your shopping list now, and then get up there early tomorrow morning and place your order. And you can go to my store to do that. So not only is it the 24-hour stamp sale, we also have bonus days going on the same time. It is like Christmas in July. That's what it feels like. So for every 50 that you order, you're going to get a $5 coupon to spend in August. So this is a great time. If you are thinking about becoming a demonstrator, this is even a better time, because your 15% off price will be the ones you pick for your starter kit. So you'll be actually getting more for your starter kit by using the 15% off sale. So if you join my team tomorrow, July the 19th, you'll basically be getting more in your starter kit because of that sale. And also, not only are you earning the bonus days on orders, not your starter kit, not if you do that, but if you have placed an order, you know, after or before, as a demonstrator, we are going to be able to pre-order from the next mini catalog starting in August. So that is just a little perk to being a demonstrator. So I would love to chat with you. I would love to chat with you about it today. So if you decide that, yes, you want to join my team, even if you just want that discount. That's how I joined many, many moons ago. But anyways, all right, so this is the Let's Go Shopping. So that's what we're going to play with today. And it has DSP that goes with it. It also has a die. And I didn't use the die. Let's see. So it does have a die that cuts out stuff, but I just used my snips. So that's what we're going to be using. And so it has, you know, your 12 by 12, and then I just kind of cut this out of that little, you know, that heavy paper that's behind your DSP. And then I can reference back to it when I'm like, what colors are in that DSP? But it has a lot because you have a lot of like scenery and things like that. So that's what we're going to do. I remember years ago, my sister did paper towel. So that's what this kind of reminds me of. All right. So I've got my pieces kind of semi ready to go. So I'm using a basic white thick as my card base, and I couldn't decide if I wanted to go up and down, you know, or this way, so I ended up going this way, but I'll show you at the end what when I do more, what I'll choose for that way. But I could make a little bit more of a scene by going this direction. Now this always makes me laugh. This is the back side, and this makes me think that whoever was making copies, they accidentally shrunk these down by mistake, because it just looks so funny when they're so tiny, tiny, tiny. All right, so I'm going to put this. Now I loved this paper. It reminds me of like a blueprint or something like that. When a new mall is coming to town, they kind of post that blueprinty thing, you know, so you can kind of get an idea. So that's what this reminded me of. And we're going to put it on our card, and I'm going to put it on with some dimensionals because I'm putting white on white, so I just want it to pop off the page a little bit. Get off of there. So this card's going to have a lot of dimension. All right, so we're going to put this on here. That looks pretty good. And then on the inside, I just have some basic white. Now, I'm not going to stamp anything on this because, like usual, I like to wait till I need a card. And then I can always add the greeting later. But I'll be honest with you, most of the cards that I make end up going as, and I'm going to put this on the top, most of my cards I make go as thank you cards for orders. So I'm so bad. I mean, I do send birthday cards to my team and top 10 cards for my team, things like that. But, and then, you know, Christmas cards and stuff, but most people that get my cards are for thank yous. All right, so I put this on the top because this is kind of like the top of that building, and that's just going to get stuck on the inside of the card. Okay, like that. All right, so the little shops that I picked for my card were these ones here. So we have this fun little, this looks like an art studio, which I thought was perfect for, you know, a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So we can just pretend that I've won the lottery and I have moved my studio out of my home, and I've opened up this little brick and mortar store. Now, I don't know if I would ever, even if I won the lottery, I think I still would keep it in my home. But you ever think about that? Like, what I would do if I won the lottery? We did buy some of those quick picks or whatever on the weekend, and we didn't win anything. We usually don't play the lottery unless it's really, really high. But anyways, so what would you do? Alright, so we have our cute little whatchamacallit, our little stamp studio. I'm going to call it stamp studio, even though it's got paint. Alright, and then there's the bookstore. I love books. Now, most of the time now, I just get them on my reader. It's very seldom do I buy like a real book anymore. And I'm a big Stephen King fan, and I used to be like, make sure I always got the physical book. But we have so many books that, you know, when we're gone, I don't know who's going to want them. Eric's not going to want them. So I have just started to getting just the ones on my reader, and then I can pick it up and I can read it anytime. So anyways, but I still love that. Look at that little bookstore there. Alright, so I'm just cutting out these cute little accessories. So there's like a little pot there, there's a pot here, and this is DSP, so it's very easy to cut out, very forgiving, and you know, they're plants, so you just wiggle a little bit. I am leaving a tiny little bit of a white border around them. Now some of these do have a die that cut them out, but I'm just using my scissors. Alright, we also want this. So this is the little, what the specials are for the day. But this DSP is so fun. So, like I said, my sister Jackie, she used to do paper tow all the time. And that's what this kind of reminds me of. You know, you cut things out, you know, the same picture, and you stack them on top of each other, and just to get some dimension. So if you like to fussy cut, this is fun paper just to sit with the TV on. Alright, so there's that. But this little piece was actually on the side of the DSP, so I didn't have a full building, and I was like, I didn't care, because I just want the awning. So I'm going to cut out the awning. And we're going to put this on our card. So the awning is going to stick out. There we go. Alright. I'm also going to stamp my greeting. And I loved this shape. And then I was like, well, do I cut this off? So I did one way and I did one the other way. So I'll show you the other one. So, but for this one, I'm going to trim these little tails off. So then I just have a stitched rectangle. It doesn't have that fancy stuff on the side. Alright, so I'm going to use Misty Moonlight. This is one of the colors that's in that DSP. And this is going to be like an invitation to a friend. Sorry about that. This is going to be an invitation. Fumble fingers today. This is going to be an invitation to let's get together. So we're going to go, let's get together. And my pad is nice and juicy. Ooh, way juicy, isn't it? So when a pad is really juicy, what I do is I take some scrap paper and I just kind of tap, tap, tap and get some of that ink out of there. But that's good. We can read it. We can read it. Alright. So we're just going to let that dry. So let's bring our card over. And let's start building our scene. So we're going to use glue dots, we're going to use dimensionals, and I want this little bookstore to be off to the side here. So I'm going to put this on with glue dots. I want it raised, but I don't want it raised as high as the whatchamacallit shop. Alright, so I'm going to come up a little bit so it's a little higher on the sidewalk, and it's coming out of the card just a tad, but it's still staying within this card, so it won't catch in the envelope. Alright, but this one I'm going to put on with dimensionals so that visually it is in front of this building. So I'm just putting, and this is just DSP, so it's kind of important to put a few extra dimensionals on there just to give it some stability. Alright, so I want this one in front of this building, so not only did I pop it on dimensionals, I'm also going to bring it forward. So it's going to be further down on the card, and I'm going to overlap that building a little bit. So it's coming down further, and it's popped up. So then visually, this building is in front and this one is behind just by doing that. Alright, then I'm also going to put some dimensionals on my awning, and we're going to pop that right on top of this one. So my awning is going to stick out as well. So now visually my awning is also coming out. And then we can add our pots and all that stuff. So let's get together. That should be good and dry. And I'm going to put that on with some dimensionals too. So this card has lots and lots of dimension. And we'll stick this on here. Let's get together. Okay. Alright. And then let's put our pots, our little sign. And let's see. I'll use a small one for that one. Alright, so we're going to put this little pot here. We don't want to block the doorway. Alright, and then this one we're going to put here because he is also in front. So he's even lower than this building. But again, they're staying within the card so it doesn't catch in the envelope. Alright, I'm going to put this pot over here, and let's cut another pot. Nah, you know what? That's good. I don't want to put too many flowers. Alright, so that looks good. I also want to add a little bling. So I have, oh, Diana, where did I put it? Hang on a minute. Oh, right here. Right here. So these are the rustic metallic adhesive backed dots. So I'm going to use the tiny, tiny little ones. And we're going to put some doorknobs on our buildings. And that just makes them look so real because they have that cute little doorknob on there. Isn't that so fun? Now if you want to, you could take some Winkostella, and we could put some Winkostella in the windows so the windows will shine. Let's see. That looks pretty good. So you can kind of see if it will catch. So if you don't have a Winkostella in your stash, it's really hard for it. But you can kind of see that little bit of a shine from there. But isn't that so cute? So let's get together. So here's the one I did before. And so see, like I cut this away for that one, so it's really up to you. This one's just a little more plain. This one I actually cut out because I had an extra little door, so I cut this sign out and popped it up. But it just, I just love all the details and stuff that it has. This one I put this down on the bottom, so there's a little bit different there. And then I thought it would be fun to do a little scallop box to go with it. So I did put one of these together the other day, so in case you missed that, I will quickly put one together. So, because actually the little scallop box is one of the guts, so you're going to get a little scallop box. But I decorated it with the Gone Fishing DSP, and this time I'm decorating it with the Les Shoppes. Alright, so we bring these pieces in, and they'll slide up underneath there, and we bring our edges in first. We're going to bring our edges in first, like that. Slide that down. Here we go. And it's hard to see. So inside here, there's like these little grooves that just slides into. And it's like a no glue box. And then this one comes down. And it just holds it all nice and snug. So what I did was, so let me stamp on here so this will dry. Because this takes a little bit to dry. It's like a matte kind of paper. It's not glossy. So it stamps, you know, and dries. Glossy would take forever. You'd have to really, really wait on it. Alright, so what am I going to have this say? I want it to say happy birthday. So we're going to go happy birthday inside. So happy birthday. So then you're going to want to let that dry. So while that's drying, let's do the front. And I'm just going to say, you are such a sweet treat. Easy, easy. And again, let that dry because this is super juicy pad. I love that misty moonlight. Okay, so we're going to stick some of the, so this is just a piece. So this has got the paint and the books and stuff like that. So I'm just going to drop that in there. I didn't even glue it. Like if you wanted, you could easily, you know, glue that in there, but it's just loose. And then we're going to put this on the front. So this will just match our card. And I kept this very, very, very simple. Now, for the, whatchamacallit, for our fish one, for my guts, I used ribbon. But for this one, I wanted to use Velcro. So I have these little tiny Velcro thin clear fasteners. And I'm going to hold it together with that. So you just have to find the female and the male. I don't know if that's what they call Velcro pieces or not. But, alright. So I'm just going to cut. And these are super light stickiness, so, you know, you could decide if you want stronger ones or not, but these are like kind of thin. These boxes probably could hold like a thicker one. Like these are probably more for cardstock because they're kind of thin. But this is kind of a hefty box, so I think it could have used a thicker Velcro. Alright, so I'm just going to put it here in that little circle. And we're going to just do that all the way, not all the way down. I'm just going to put 3 on there. Like I said, because they're very thin. Alright, so then we're going to go 1, put on here, and put on, so they're not terribly evenly spaced. I only put 2 on the other one, but we'll put 3 on this one. Alright, so I just go like this, push them good, and then you carefully want to peel off by keeping them together though. You want to keep them together. That way when you fold the lid down, the other side will match. Alright, so now we have that, and then we're just going to take our box, make sure you've got it even, and just give it a little squeeze. And now your Velcro will hold your box closed. And then just give it a, you know, just kind of, you know, then open up and, you know, close. But anyways, alright, so there's that. Then we're going to put this on here. You are sweet. This has dried, so this is going to go on the inside. And let me show you the finished one. Let me put these in here. Let me show you the finished one. So these I just got, you can probably get them on in an office supply, but I did get them on Amazon. Alright, so let me show you the finished box. So what I did was, you are such a sweet treat, and they have really cute little ice cream cones. So this one I only did 2, so I just did 2 in the center. But there's your happy birthday. So I cut out the cute little ice cream cone, and then the little donut or whatever it is, there's that little paper in there. And I like to put a little bit of paper in here. Like I said, you could glue it, you know, so it's not moving around. That way, you know, because this holds the gift card, right? You slide a little gift card in these little slots there. But if somebody, you know, takes the gift card and, you know, then you just have the little box. The little box can be used for something, so I just like to have the bottom of the box not be naked. But look at how cute this is. Now you could wrap some ribbon around it. I just kept it pretty, you know, pretty simple. Now we could bling it up. So these are the iridescent pastel gems. So we could totally add some sparkle, so it's not totally plain. So let's get another little one. So these kind of go with that, you know, the little red ice cream with the sparkle on there. We could even take our little Winkostella and make our ice cream be shiny. You know, you can see that, catch the light there. And if you want it to be extra shiny, let it dry and then put another coat on there, and then it gets even sparklier the more coats. So but just let it dry in between. It doesn't take very long to dry, but so see, you can really see it's really shiny now. So anyways, but Winkostella, get your Winkostella. Alright, so there is that cute little box. But I thought it was a cute little you know, if you're giving somebody a card and you're going to give them a gift card, why not make a cute little box to go with the card, right? Because then you can write your little note, and then you can put the gift card in there. Then you can, you know, maybe you're going to go to lunch and you've given it, you know, you give the gift card. What would be even funner, how cute would this be to put, you know, say you had a really cute waiter or waitress, you could put this in here, and instead of gift card, you could put their tip. You know, I mean, I guess you could give them a gift card too, but you could put the tip in there, because these boxes are just super cute. But I thought this was a cute little kind of a duo of the card. And then here's the one, like I said, I did before, and it's just a tiny little bit different. But so get this paper out. Oh, I told you I was going to show you. So I was back and forth if I was going to do a tall card. And when I mean tall card, I mean a card that stands up, you know, like this. But I could make more of a scene with the shorter one. So let me just show you. So this is what I was thinking of doing, and then I probably still will sit and make this card. So we have the same DSP, that beautiful blueprint looking, but I fell in love with this one because I loved these colors on there together, and this reminded me of Schitt's Creek and the Rose Apothecary. And if I did the card standing up and down on the inside piece, you know, that little piece of DSP, I would put it, you know, tall on the inside. And then, you know, I've got flowers and things like that. So I'm still going to play around with this, but I just loved the look of this one. But like I said, I wanted to do a little bit more of a scene, and so that's why I chose that card. But so yeah, so this one totally makes me think of Rose Apothecary. And let me know if you watched that show. There's a new hey, let me say see you later, alligator. Hold on. See you later, alligator. All right. So I loved that show. Being Canadian, I love the Levi's. But there's a new show coming, Son of a Gritch, Gritch. Hopefully YouTube won't be mad because I've already said the S word, but it's spelled different. Now I said that, which could sound like something else. But it's made by the Schitt's Creek people. So I'm hoping it's good. So I have it set to tape. So if you have never watched that show, make sure you do. It is such a good show. Makes you laugh, you cry. And that's always a good show, right? If you have all the feels. All right, so I'm going to stop blabbing so I can get this video uploaded. And let me know if you have got this Les Shoppes set or the DSP. But don't forget that sale on the 19th. That's tomorrow. I love a sale. All right, I'm going to stop blabbing. Have a great night, everyone. I will see you Friday for my Dies Shorts, 3 o'clock, Arizona time, same channel. Have a great night. Bye for now.